ఘనంగా గీతం పట్టభద్రుల దినోత్సవం 3168 మంది విద్యార్థులకు డిగ్రీలు. గీతం డీమ్డ్ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం పట్టభద్రుల దినోత్సవాన్ని గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ డేను బుధవారం 24/7/2024న ఘనంగా నిర్వహించారు. పట్టభద్రుల దినోత్సవానికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా ఎక్వైర్స్ గ్రూప్ మాజీ మేనేజింగ్ డైరెక్టర్ శిల్పా గుప్తా హాజరై విద్యార్థులకు దిశానిర్దేశం చేశారు. వినూత్న ఆలోచనలతో అవకాశాలను విద్యార్థులు చేజిక్కించుకోవాలని పిలుపునిచ్చారు. ప్రపంచం నేడు ఎదుర్కొంటున్న పలు సవాళ్లకు పరిష్కారం చూపాలన్నారు. గీతం ఇన్ఛార్జ్ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ ప్రొఫెసర్ వై గౌతమ్రావు మాట్లాడుతూ గీతం విశ్వవిద్యాలయంలో వివిధ కోర్సుల్లో ప్రవేశం పొందిన విద్యార్థులకు 35.23 కోట్ల రూపాయల మేర స్కాలర్షిప్లను అందించి ప్రోత్సహించిందని, అలాగే 55 మంది పరిశోధకులకు మూర్తి రీసెర్చ్ ఫెలోషిప్లను అందించామన్నారు. దేశంలోని ప్రముఖ సంస్థల నుంచి 63 పరిశోధన ప్రాజెక్టులు నిర్వహిస్తున్నామన్నారు. గీతంలో జరుగుతున్న అధ్యయనాలను గుర్తిస్తూ భారత ప్రభుత్వ శాస్త్ర సాంకేతిక విభాగం 13.43 కోట్లతో పర్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ప్రమోషన్ ఆఫ్ యూనివర్సిటీ రీసెర్చ్ అండ్ సైంటిఫిక్ ఎక్సలెన్స్ మంజూరు చేసిందని వెల్లడించారు. అలాగే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అండ్ మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ రంగంలో స్టార్టప్లను ప్రోత్సహించడానికి ఐటీబీఐ ఐటీబీఐ ఇన్క్లూజివ్ టెక్నాలజీ బిజినెస్ ఇంక్యుబేటర్ కేంద్రాన్ని గీతంలో నెలకొల్పడానికి డిఎస్టీ ముందుకు వచ్చిందని తెలిపారు.
System in India. The whole ecosystem is amongst the most vibrant in the world. Today, there are 67 unicorns in India and counting. And just in the last couple of years, there have been more than 500 startups in AI space only. And what I mean by ecosystem is you have support right from the beginning, whether it's an incubator or an accelerator, and even funding. Today, funding is available even at an idea stage. So that's the kind of vibrancy we have. I think only maybe US is the only other country which has a startup system equivalent to ours. So it's the best time to bring, if you have a very good idea, to fruition. Andhra has always been the startup capital of India. You know, right from pharma days, you know, like Dr. Reddy's, Cheminor. I mean, there's so many startups like Andhra. If you look at Heritage Foods, whether it's pharma or IT or anything, it's a startup capital of India. It's done so well, and the whole entrepreneurship culture in Andhra Pradesh is very vibrant, and that's why government has also recognized it and acknowledged it by allocating 50,000 crore in the budget only towards Andhra. So I think it's a huge appreciation of what is there in Andhra. Latest one have been in AI and fintech, because in the last 2-3 years there have been more than 500 startups only in the AI space. The second, in my view, is fintech. If you see, yes, there are large number of startups that have come up in the fintechs. Yes, see what startups do is, in my view, they should either increase the convenience of doing something. Like if you have an app for travel or food delivery, it increases the convenience. In case of fintech startups, they increase the convenience of doing something, and they bring down the cost of intermediation or anything like that. So that has really taken over. If you see, there is liquid loans, there is easy salary. I mean, there are just so many lark. There's so many new startups that have come. So they bring down the cost of doing business and they make it easier. There are a lot of venture firms out there which are supporting startups right from the beginning, right from the inception. Sometimes even at the pre-stage, you have an idea, and if you like the idea, there are investors supporting it and funding it, and there are mentors out there who will design the entire strategy for you. And with AI, social media, and code, everything is accelerated so much. So that way, you have funding, you have mentors, you have venture capital, you have PE, private equity funds available. And as you scale up, then you eventually go to IPO and unlock even more potential. So, right from startups, right from the ideation stage, right from having the idea in your mind, all the way to IPO, there's complete support out there, you know, funding, venture capital, PE money, mentors, everything is there. You just have to look for it and just do a bit of search. Everything is there. Yes. Yes. No, that's a very good question. It links in two ways. One is I also mentioned for various reasons women drop out of corporate roles. Because of whatever reasons, family reasons or whatever. But it's also a good time to be an entrepreneur because you can then set your own pace. You can decide what kind of work you want to do, who you want to do it with. And there's so much support for women entrepreneurs. There are government schemes. Even Maharashtra has announced schemes. I'm sure Andhra has also done it. And Geetam has a entire department towards venture capital and startups, entrepreneurs. There's entire courses going for it. So today there's a lot of support from the government as well in terms of schemes and everything for startups, for women entrepreneurs. It's the best time to be a women entrepreneur. Maharashtra has lot many schemes going. Yes, 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 yes. SEBI chief is Madhvi Puri Butch. She's a lady. Our finance minister is a lady. It can't get better. Yes. Yes. Work hard, party hard, party harder, and work towards nation building. I think everybody has to do that, in whatever role you are, contribute towards nation building. And you can do it any which way. You can do it shram se, which is like you work, actually like work hard towards it. Man se, dhan se, we anyways contribute through the taxes. So your key thing that you should be doing out of when you step out of the campuses is work towards nation building. That's the most virtuous cycle you can create because as the nation grows, you yourself grow. You grow, nation grows, and nation grows, you grow. So that's the most virtuous cycle you create for yourself. And rest is invest well and work very hard, pursue your passions. There's no better time in history to be. All the forces are aligned towards it. Make the most of all the opportunities.
Thank you very much for your presence this morning. As you can see, today is one of the momentous occasions for our university, Geetam to be university. That is the graduation ceremony, where more than 3,000 students, both in PG and UG, have received their degrees, and 99 people have received their PhD degrees too. I think you have been following the news about Geetam. Geetam has been giving lot of emphasis to research in the recent past. Geetam has always been a very strong brand name for teaching and learning. But in the last 3-4 years, Geetam has turned its attention to become a world-class research center. Keeping that in mind, Geetam has been spending crores of rupees in developing the necessary infrastructure for science and engineering. And keeping this in mind, our faculty members have been applying for government grants to support what the university is doing. And I'm very happy to inform you that recently we were awarded a project called PERS, where 75% of the funding comes from the Department of Science and Technology, that is Government of India, and Geetam is actually investing 1/4 of the same. So it is 3:1. 3/4 come from the government and 1/4 comes from Geetam. Similarly, there are many other research projects, several of them. Geetam faculty, they have been successful in their application, and you see a huge impetus in the last 3-4 years in our research activity. And similarly, we talked about entrepreneurial culture in Geetam. See, traditionally, Geetam graduates are known for their enterprising skills. But now, with all the support the university is providing, well, an example is the collaboration we have with Northeastern University in Boston, USA, where the objective is to create an entrepreneurial culture, and every student who joins Geetam, every student without any exception, he goes through a program in venture development, because we don't believe that Geetamites, the students graduating from Geetam, we don't want all of them to become employees. We want some of them to become employers too, and provide employment opportunities to the educated youth of this country. I think I agree with her that there are many opportunities that are available now than ever before. So if anybody wants to start a business, there is a lot of support coming from various government agencies and also from many private units. So what you need to, money is no longer a constraint. Earlier people used to complain that I have great ideas but I don't have the money, as a result I can't start a venture. But that is a thing of the past now. Nobody bothers about money. What you need is an idea. Even students who are in the first year, second year program, they are also having ideas and we are helping them with money so that they can take their ideas to another level. And at some stage they will be able to come up with new products, and they will be able to add to the employment generation, and they will also add economic wealth to the country as a whole. So it's a buzzing thing in Geetam. In the entrepreneurial ecosystem is very strong here, and we encourage students from the time they start. Any questions you have? I mean, I don't intend to take much of your time. Yeah. Yeah, it is true. One advantage Geetam has, it's a multidisciplinary university. Not many universities can boast of what we have, because we got 12 different schools. And even the national educational policy of 2020 of government of India is talking about multidisciplinary research. So I would be little hesitant to say that our research is only focusing on science or engineering or management. There is a lot of effort that has gone in achieving multidisciplinary research, and that's what the government is encouraging. Also, a lot of the projects we are applying for, it's not just from any one particular institute. Three, four, five, six together, they put their heads together. For example, if you are applying for a project in, let's say, biomedical, you can see our doctors are part of it, our computer, ECE, CSE, engineering, ECE, and then we have scientists from School of Science, and then people, experts from School of Business, who are good at commercializing the ideas. So it's similarly, certain times we involve psychologists too from the School of Humanities. So research is no longer limited to any particular domain. It's all about how many schools are putting their heads together to come up with innovative solutions to the problems the society is facing today. So I wouldn't, I know in terms of probably the investments we make, most of the money is invested in medical research, in science, in engineering. But when it comes to working together, you see 4 to 5 schools minimum, they put their heads together and come up with innovative research proposals.